You know, sometimes people want to stop you from living out your greatness. They want to stop you from living out your purpose. You know, they see that light on you. When people see that light on you, they see that grace, and they see that you're favored, they will do anything to try to stop you. That's why you started being abused in your childhood. That's why people started saying things, speaking curses over you, saying that you were ugly, you would never amount to nothing, you dirty, you this, you that. People start speaking that stuff over you because they knew that God was going to use you. And you have to break those word curses from off of your life, right? You have to break those word curses. You have to forgive those people because they were used by the enemy. They were used by the devil. They were used to call you dumb. They were used to call you stupid. You're not stupid. You were just misled. You was misunderstood. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. You're not ugly. You are smart. You are beautiful. Whatever they said you were, you are not. That's why they called you those things, because they wanted to cure your spirit, right? That's why they talked about how you look. That's why they talked about your lips are big and your nose is big, right? That's why they said this stuff to you, because they want you to be insecure. And look at it now. People want big lips. They want big lips. They're getting injections, right? They want high cheekbones. They're getting injections for this stuff. But someone told you in your childhood that your lips were too big. This is for somebody. I don't know why I'm on the lips things. No one ever told me that, but someone, and I knew I have some voluptuous lips, but someone has told you that your lips were too big. Have you ever thought about the reason your lips are big? That's a distinction. God wanted to use that for some reason. You needed that. You needed those lips, right? That is a intricate part of you. That is a detailed part of you to stand out, right? All my life, they used to call me when I was a child, which it didn't make me feel bad. That was just how it was. They used to call me Big Head. They used to call me Big Head when I was a child. They were like, Big Head, and I used to answer to that name. But that was a nickname they used to call me. But it didn't make me feel bad because I knew I had a big head, and that's okay. That is okay. I embrace that now, right? I embrace that. I'm putting y'all in my business. But sometimes people will call you names to try to make you feel bad. But my family called me that name because I did. I have a big head. And I bless my children with the same head. But guess what? I tell my children, yes, you have a big head, but there's a lot of knowledge in that. A lot of knowledge. Use that. There's a lot of wisdom. So I put a spin on it so they won't feel bad about someone calling them big head, because me, I didn't feel bad about it. That was just my nickname and I embraced it, right? But I tell them there's a lot of knowledge. Use it. But don't let the word curses, what people spoke over you, stop you from living out your purpose. I don't care what it is. Let me tell you something too. You don't need to be book smart for God to use you. You don't have to be book smart. I don't care if you were a D student, a C student. Everybody don't learn the same. Don't allow this worldly education to make you feel like you're not smart, because someone created a set of rules and a set of ideas and, just things that don't really matter, to be honest. Some of that stuff don't really matter. Just think about it. I haven't used 2 squared yet. I haven't used variables yet in real life. So don't let, because you were not smart in school, because you were not an honor student, don't allow that to stop you. Don't allow that to stop you from being used by God. God, take the foolish things of this world. The world says you need to get your education. You need to get your degrees. That's what the world said. That's what I did too. When I got my degrees, I thought I have arrived because the world said this is what I need to do. And I realized I still had issues, because you know why? I didn't get the spiritual part. The world does not teach you there's a spiritual part to getting your to life. There is a spiritual part. You need to be healed spiritually. And then that education, that worldly education, will mean something to you. Yes, it'll open doors. But if you don't have that spiritual piece, none of that stuff doesn't make sense. That's why you can have a person that got 300 degrees and a person that does not have a degree, but they have the Spirit of God in them, and they're elevated above that person with all those degrees, because it got to do the foolish things. The foolish things to confound the wise. The foolish things of the world. The world says you need a degree. So, okay, I got 300 degrees. That person got 300 degrees. But here is a wise man who is standing on God's principles, who believe in God and trust God and bold in his word. Don't have not 1 degree. And guess what? He got plenty of businesses. He's wealthy. He's favored. Guess what? That's godly wisdom. God to take the foolish things of this world. So we need a spiritual peace. So that's why I say you have to break these curses that people have spoke over you. God is going to use you. He can use you. You still can be used. You're not damaged goods. Regardless of what anybody says, you're not damaged. You're not damaged. You just have to heal from your childhood. You have to heal from that abuse. So what? Because you went through relationship after relationship. If you knew better, you would have done better. If you knew and valued yourself, you would have done better. Don't listen to these people on these podcasts, on the internet, making you feel bad. You got to understand where your mind was at that time. You were not whole. And any person who is not whole, they're going to do things. They're going to do things. They're going to do things out of brokenness, out of a broken consciousness. I made decisions out of a broken consciousness. There was things that I'm doing right now, that I'm living right now, that I made a decision out of a broken consciousness that I have to deal with now. Because at the time when I made a decision, I wasn't healed in my mind. I wasn't fully healed. I understood some of the parts and pieces, but I wasn't healed. I wasn't healed. If I knew what I knew now. But see, you can't change your past. Don't regret your past. I embrace my past. I thank God for the decisions I made. But if I would have known what I've known now, there are things I wouldn't have done. But guess what? I wouldn't have learned those lessons. I would not have learned those lessons. So you can't look at it like that. You have to embrace what you've gone through. That's why I'm here to talk to you and help you, coach you through. This is coaching. This is part of coaching. To coach you through what you're going through. I had to learn all this stuff myself, right? I had to learn all this stuff myself. I had to read to learn this and get revelation from God to learn all this stuff. Take myself through self-deliverance. I had to heal myself. Oh, and then now listen, I didn't do it all by myself. Once I started doing the work on me, God sent me people. He sent me a friend who's in deliverance ministry. She has a deliverance ministry. So he took me to her, right? To help me finish processing, to help me finish my deliverance. Because this stuff is spiritual. Oh, I was fighting a lot of demons. I was fighting some stuff. And let me tell you, a lot of you are connected to people and you're fighting their demons. That's why you can't heal. You're meshed. You're in a relationship with a person who's not dealing with their own demons, so you taking on those demons. You're fighting that person's demons. You're fighting his demons. You're fighting her demons. That's why you can't heal. You're trying to go and get your little self-deliverance, but you're connected to a person who's not delivered. So them spirits on them are jumping off on you. That's why you're in this push and pull. Push and pull. It feels like you're getting where you need to be and you fall back. You're trying to go where ahead, then you fall back because you're connected. You're connected to that person and their demons are jumping off on you.